On the Lifelarp SMP, I'm almost everybody's enemy. But I wanted to get a fresh start. And by fresh start, I mean I died with all my good gear. So, I had to get a fresh start. Now, one player in specific is hunting me down. He wants me dead, but we'll get to that part later. For now, let me just introduce myself. I am Larp Pierce. Or, well, I guess I'm Clown Pierce. And this is how I got a fresh start on the Lifelarp SMP. Now, I had recently died on the Lifelarp SMP. I had died with my full netherite armor, my elytra, and so much more, including my strength, fire res, and swiftness pots. And to get all this stuff back, I was gonna have to grind, because nobody would want to help me. So, I did what any player would do. And I killed fish and built a house in the woods. Yeah. You know, I planted a tree. And then I finally decided to go mining. So, my pickaxe broke. Time to get a new one. But first, let's get a blast furnace to speed up the ore process. You know? Yeah. Alright, blast furnace accomplished. Now, we can finally make some iron armor, and more iron tools. And maybe we could find an even bigger cave. I found this cave beneath my chunky house. And I saw diamonds. Yeah. So what did I do? Well, I did what any normal, sane person would do. And jumped right in. I didn't look out for mobs, I didn't do any of that, I just jumped into the cave. Now, let's get our hands on some diamonds. That's right. My pickaxe just broke while I was mining up. And I didn't have a single stick in my inventory or any pieces of wood that I could use to make sticks. I had the crafting table, yes, but I didn't have the required resources. So enjoy this time lapse of me mining stone with my bare hands. Finally. Alright. Now we can finally get out of the cave and, craft some diamond stuff. Because I probably need to do that. I couldn't decide what to craft, but eventually I landed on a diamond chest plate, a pickaxe, and an axe. And now that I had the essentials, I could go to a location where I know there's a level 30 enchant table. Side note, villagers are hard to get your hands on in this server. As I went to look at the chords, a player known as Canadian had messaged me. They wanted to meet up, so I said sure, because me and Canadian were old allies. Now to understand what all this means, you have to know that Spongs is my #1 enemy on the server. In fact, we're currently at war. And the fact that they robbed Spoke, Flame, and Canadian before I could was devastating. After getting the cords and sending them to Canadian, I went off on my way to a place known as the Locked-In House, which was originally made by Wembu and Eggchan. While I'm on the way there, I guess I could tell you a little bit of lore. Back when I was in full netherite, I was allies with Spoke, Flame, and Canadian, and I hung out at their base a lot. Like, a lot, because I was scared of dying and losing my hearts. So, before I got to the end base, I had a villager farm with a player known as Saparata. Saparata was my only teammate. In fact, we did everything together, truly. So, why am I all alone? We'll get to that in a minute. When I arrived, Canadian was already there, flying around on their elytra. They clearly didn't notice me at first, as they were just running around on top of the Locked-In House. So I made my way over there. We see each other, and do a proper greeting. I don't know what they were doing, to be honest. They're just standing there. I went to go do what I came here to do, and use the max level enchant table, which should be right under these couple pieces of wool. Canadian followed me, and I realized I don't have enough levels to use this enchant table. Now, I knew that there was an EXP farm near the Locked-In House. I just didn't know exactly where, because Spoke told me about it, but never showed me it. So I did a little bit of a look around, including going inside of the house, and playing the Lava Chicken CD. But I still had no clue where this XP farm was. After that, Canadian started setting fire to the whole base. Yeah, Canadian's an arsonist. After that, I decided to craft a sign because Canadian wasn't in VC. What are you doing? It's funny. I like burning things. This place is important. There is an EXP farm somewhere around here. I need it. If I tell you where, what would be in it for me? I'll tell you more about what Spongs did to the end. I am in alliance. Okay. I am in alliance with Red Pan Waffle, and Flame is an ally with Luigi. We know everything that goes on in this server. Do you? I do. How sure are you of that? Sure enough to know that you were planning to betray us. I'm pretty sure that was obvious. At this point, Canadian, ran away, so I followed them, because I wasn't sure what was happening. And then they put their elytra on, and just stood on this hill, aura farming, for no reason. And that's when the realization had hit me. Saporata betrayed me. My only friend on this server betrayed me.